Hey guys, Ash here coming at you today, Ray Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video. Glad to have you all here with me today. Sending some love, some positive vibes your way. Hey, if you're a fan of The Sopranos, check out The Sopranos documentary on HBO Max. I absolutely loved it. Today, I want to talk about the event dungeon again. I covered the event dungeon the day it was released in the game or the day after. I shared my favorite team, but I thought we could probably use an update, right? Because first off, the event dungeon, you know, it's not what anybody asked for. It's not necessarily what we even needed in the game.
Interesting. You know what else is interesting? Grenade.
I like it. I like the event dungeon. Do you guys think that after 5 weeks and 4 days, at least at the time of this recording, do you think it will be replaced immediately by another event dungeon with another artifact set? Or do you think it's going to be something that comes around from time to time? I don't think they've made any commentary on that.
If you think I ain't got the money.
Shall we?
But I think it's great, honestly. I especially love that it's a pretty dang good set in terms of pinpoint, and you can use it in accessories, or it drops the accessories as well, which is great for the entire player base. When you look at the pinpoint set, I feel like a lot of people unfairly compare it to perception gear. Like a 2-piece perception gives you obviously 40 accuracy and 5% speed. So why would you ever want to go with pinpoint? Pinpoint you can use in your accessories, which makes it incredibly valuable. I can use a ring and an amulet to get 20 extra accuracy and 10% speed just off my accessories. That's not even mentioning the fact that I can run a spare third piece and get another 40 or total 40 accuracy, plus the extra 5% speed as compared to perception. And then intercept is actually gaining a spot in the meta. We see it more and more pinpoint in PvP as well. I'm actually starting to see kind of used in a similar way to a stone skin, where you place like a 4-piece set, and then in addition, using your accessories, use a 4-piece pinpoint set to get that extra accuracy, speed, and the intercept stacked as well. So overall, what do you guys think of pinpoint? I think it's been, again, amazing. I even like the fact that I can put a pinpoint ring on one of my champions, just 1 piece on the entire set, and get an extra 20 accuracy. Even the 1-piece pinpoint, I absolutely love it. I feel like a lot of people kind of sleep on the 1-piece. Anyway, today, I wanted to update you on my favorite teams. I guess we'll start by taking a quick look at the world record run. It'll only take about, I don't know, 2 seconds. Let's go ahead and take a look here. I made a whole video on this team, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. Massive shout to Scrap for allowing me to go ahead and use his account to showcase this team. It is well, you can see it's Shuzen, it's Siegfried, who's the star of the show, Double Feral, and a Baron. Here we go. There it is. There it is. That's it, guys. We get a little Skypiercer, a little Shuzen. You blink and you might not see the run. Let me do it one more time, just in case you missed this one. This one's insane. If you look at the top teams, you're gonna see this team. If you wondered how it works, well, now you know. Let me slow it down. I mean, that went by too fast. That went by way too fast. All right, let's see it one more time. Come on, come on. Okay, well, that's the kill shot right there. That's the kill shot. Okay, here we go. Skypiercer, Purging Petals, Rage of Nephilim, and boom! Everybody's dead, stage 30. That's absolutely nuts. So let's talk about, before we get into my favorite teams, right? Let's talk about this dungeon, about where you should be targeting farming if you can't get to stage 30, right? Because I want this video to obviously be applicable to all players out there, not just the folks who are able to get to the end. I would focus on the first stage to focus on to stage 13, where you can get 6-star artifacts and accessories. And then after that, I would focus on stage 20. Stage 20 is great because it only costs 32 energy. And then I would farm stage 30 personally. So those would be like my thresholds or my plateaus that I would farm and focus on getting my pinpoint accessories and artifacts, because you want to get them now because the dungeon's going to disappear eventually, right? Okay, so I'm going to go to stage 30. I want to share with you guys my favorite squads. So I'll try to give credit where credit is due in terms of where I found these teams, but some of them were just on the artifact optimizer, so shout out to hellhades.com. This squad, I think I saw HWZ put out a similar comp. I'll just say right out the gate, Ugo is unbelievable. I mean, for the block buffs, right? And being your debuffer. So Ugo is one of my favorite epics, if not my favorite epic. We'll see her probably too for this dungeon.
You know what? I think we're gonna be friends.
Now, you might be looking at this team and say, Ash, I don't have half these champions, especially Sulfurion. It's okay. You can run Artak, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you that run right after this one. Artak is a great champion for this dungeon. I'm also going to show you the stats just in case. We have Newt over here. You can see the speeds and pause if you want to, but mainly just to show you the instructions in terms of the team setup. This is Armand's, not using for my next trick. We're going to go ahead and use Ugo, prioritizing her A2, and Sulfurion we just keep as is. Sulfurion is great because he places the burns, activate the burns, and has a break in case of an emergency revive as well, which is really, really nice, but we can still complete it, as I will show you in a moment, without using him. So here it goes. That's the burn. That's the activation. We come in here with the block buffs, Blessed Bash on the Newt. If you look, by the way, at some of the best teams on the team settings, yeah, I'm super jealous of anybody out there that has 3 or 4 Newts.
I do not understand what you spend your money on.
I have 2, which is really, really lucky as well. Really grateful to have 2 Newts, but you'll see all over the best teams. I'll show you after this. A lot of Newt heavy teams, right? So this team, I think it should be over by now. It's usually around a 30-second run, so I'm not sure what exactly went wrong, but there it goes. Another Blessed Bash comes in, 37 seconds. Sign me up. It works like a charm. So Sulfurion, obviously with those burns activating, is going to be the main DPS here. Any burner in that spot will do the job, right? He does Sulfurion goes a little bit faster because he's going to be placing those burns and activating them on the same skill. So teams of the week, I mean, that's the team we just showed you are very close to it. Baron instead of the triple feral. Triple Newt, triple Newt, triple Newt, quadruple Newt. Is this even helpful to have teams of the week all be like triple and quadruple Newts? I don't think so, personally. You want to look at the boss guide and the teams of the week. To me, I don't mind seeing like top number 1 team, number 2 team, number 3 team in terms of speed. That's how I would like it, right? So the top 3 and even the player name attached to it. Why not? Why not have like a leaderboard, top 3 teams? But then after that, I want a variety of teams, not just the same thing on every team, basically, right? Are you with me? Let me know in the comments below. All right, so let me show you the version without Armands here. All right, guys, the next version, I said without Armands and I meant it. We took out Sulfurion and we took out Armands and we have a new team, kind of, sort of.
Allow me to present Man Not Caring.
We still have Newt, Kymar, and Ugo, but now we have Artak and we have Alatreon, Blade Master. He has a very unique ability with a block debuff that is protected, thus, obviously, it cannot be removed. I also have him in a bolster set, so if you're lucky enough to have Alatreon, congratulations, you have a massive cheat code when it comes to this dungeon. We're not going to get the block debuffs removed, and we're not going to get stunned on our team, which is going to be incredibly helpful. So now we don't have Armands. The enemy team are getting turns here, but it doesn't matter. It's going to take a little bit longer. Again, you can run Sulfurion. It will be a faster run instead of Artak here having that ability on the same turn, but it's not going to be that much slower. This is around a 1-minute team, and I really, again, very difficult champion to talk about here on the channel, Alatreon, being that he's, well, you know, the exclusive Blade Master champion, but boy, if you do have him, congratulations, because he fits in basically any team, right? So with this team, we do experience some deaths, as you saw here, but it's okay. It's just about waiting for those burns to essentially activate, and we'll be a-okay. 1 more burn, 2 more burns, 3 more turns. Let's get it. Let's get it. And of course, I'm not even showing you the quadruple Newt teams. I don't have them, but you know, it's pretty basic. So this team's really, really effective. Alatreon, again, man, he's like the proverbial overused clickbaity YouTube term, cheat code. That's what he is in this dungeon. Let's get rid of these crappy chests, crappy boots. All right, let's go on to my main team, guys. Let's go on to my main team. What is the team that I am using right now? All right, okay, here we go. And by the way, you know what? I screw that. I'm changing my mind mid-video here. I'm gonna go back to where it all began, right? This team, this is the first team I ever shared, and this is the most free-to-play friendly team I have. Granted, I cannot say free-to-play friendly and look at 3 plus 4s in the same sentence.
Exactly.
I apologize, but I gotta rock with what I have here. However, this team gets the job done. It takes about 2.5 minutes. I'm not gonna show you the entire run because I'm gonna do the exact same thing, but I'm gonna stick an enemy max HP champion in Loki's spot because the run will go a little bit faster that way and it will still be 100% success rate. So I'm gonna go ahead and run. I could run Newt, but I'm sick of Newt, so I'm going to do Acresia. She has an enemy max HP on every ability. Obviously, any enemy max HP champion will do here. Or you can run Loki, and it will take around about 3 minutes, like I said. You can see the speeds in the settings here, Mithrala. An Arbiter, very important that we go with both of her speed boosts. First Mentor of Heroes, then Destiny's Call. Lydia is going to be as is, Acresia is going to be as is, and Seer is going to be prioritizing Karma Burn, most importantly to remove the buffs, the block damage, from the enemy team. So this is my favorite. I'm not even going to use the FTP. I'm just going to say my favorite, more accessible team. Seer is absolutely bonkers in this dungeon. She is, as I said earlier when we're talking about Ugo, maybe Ugo's my first favorite, but Seer is absolutely my second favorite epic in the game. I mean, she's so good everywhere. And as you just saw, build Arbiter with some accuracy if you can for this dungeon. That way on that A2, she can go in and remove the block damage as well there. So this team's actually running really fast with Acresia in there, right? It does speed things up quite a bit, but as I said, you can still get the job done with a Newt in there or with a Loki, and even a slower version, but Brimstone and the poisons from Mithrala's A1, it's all gonna help you guys out. Did I give a shout out to HWZ? That Armon's team I showed you with Sulfurion, I saw that on HWZ's YouTube channel. Look at that, 1 minute, not bad. I mean, granted, a lot of that was Acresia and Seer, obviously, but you can run kind of low-key there. I mean, I've told you 20 times, you guys get it. All right, let's go to the main team. I've been teasing it the whole video here, but let's go to my main squad. So I've showed you the world record. I obviously don't have that, but here it is. I have a burner in Gizmak. I have a couple activators in Teodor. I have a Sissia, and I have a Newt. I'm going to show you the team setup here. Now, if you didn't have a Gizmak, but you did have a double Teodor or double activator here, the way this team works is Gizmak, it doesn't matter necessarily how fast he is. It does matter a bit, but it's basically coming from the passive. As long as he has 100% crit rate, he's going to place a burn on the enemies, right, at the beginning of this champion's turn. So it's going to be great, right? So if you don't have Gizmak, though, guys, you're just going to want another burner who's faster than everybody else, right? Because we're relying on Gizmak to place the burns from his passive. We have Sissia going in with Flame Eruption. We have Teodor going in with the A3, the activation, another A3, the activation, and Newt obviously using the Blessed Bash. Notable that I have my Teodors both very, very fast, as well as my Sissia at 292, 293, 290. All right, let's save the team. Let's go in and see this one breeze past. Not quite as fast as the Siegfried and Feral team in Shuzhen, but very, very fast nonetheless. It's all about burns and burn activation and a little Blessed Bash. So that's it. The run's basically over. Brimstone is going to land that final blow. There it is. So about a 10 to 13 second run there. And this is my personal go-to team. And I have been neglecting this dungeon for a long time. I have not farmed it enough. This is going to be my main focus as soon as this fusion is over, is really grinding out some pinpoint accessories and artifacts. Guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching all the way till the end, and as always, take care, guys.